back, troopers, to the latest edition of Sandwatch Live. Today we are going to be taking a long overdue look at the Mandalorian Transport. We first saw this thing back in 2011 at Comic-Con. It made an appearance in the Hasbro case, and yeah, it's not been seen hide or hair ever since. Big e-tailers canceled pre-orders for it, Entertainment Earth and many others. Collectors were very disappointed when they found out that they were not going to fulfill those orders, and it wasn't until fairly recently, only after I pulled the trigger on eBay and picked up the international version for nearly $80, that it started appearing. The website Bantha Skull reported these the value packs surfacing fairly recently, and then Jedi Temple Archives broke the news regarding the Mandalorian Transport being attached to Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. So if you're looking to attain this, troopers, now is the time, because you're probably not going to see it after the holiday push here. They didn't distribute this thing correctly, and it's quite a shame, because they took the time to create an all-new mold and sculpt for this vehicle. It's loaded down with features, folding wings, projectiles. You can seat 6 Mandos, so I mean, what's not to like about this thing? And speaking of that, we're going to find out in the nitty-gritty, troops, so join me. I'm going to rip this thing open, and we're going to check it out. Come on. Okay, troopers, with the application of 9 quick labels, sticking 4 missiles in the slots, the Mandalorian Transport is ready for your inspection. I went ahead and put 5 figures that I could find into the cockpit here, and as you see, they sit in there quite nice. Even in the back, even though it looks like there was once a slot for, you know, the back of the chair, but I think they realized once they put that in there that it wouldn't fit the figure. So it does fit 6 figures, really nice. The sad thing with this is most of the Clone Wars figures do not have articulated knees, so it's pretty much Mandos or nothing for this thing, guys. The cockpit slides down here, clicks in, and it kind of locks into place. The first thing I think about when I see this vehicle is Sith Infiltrator. It looks a little bit downsized, but another thing I noticed, maybe it's canon, but this design is pretty flawed when you think they should have glass on the sides here. It'd be nice to see what might be attacking you from the sides, but nonetheless, the landing gear retracts real easy, and then the wings also fold down. As you see right here, it's like a flight mode, attack mode. There's 4 buttons. There's 4 buttons on the bottom here that you can press to fire the missiles, and the wings do fold back in, so you can do all kinds of wicked poses and things of that nature, if you wanted to do something like that. But yeah, the firing missiles, they come right off just like that, but it's a great play feature for the kids, and no question about it, the Mando Transport, you know, $24.99, it's a good value. But something I noticed back here was it would appear as if this was originally designed for electronics or something of that effect. You know, you see arrow up, but you can see there's an arrow pointing up back here, but it doesn't really do anything. One thing that would have been nice for them to do would have been to add some kind of hatch back there, or if they didn't put the electronics in, they should have put somewhere where you could store all these guys' jetpacks. But other than that, a decent little ship. And you'll also notice too, Hasbro's kind of had a love affair with engines lately, and when you lift back the wings, it exposes the engines there, as you see on the inside of the wings. But yeah, troops, I mean, there's a lot to like. Seems like it has a lot of playability. You can stack 6 Mandos in there. Good looking ship, worth the value, and if you can find it, I think you're going to want to add it to your collections. Hey, troops, you caught me playing with myself. Sorry about that. Hey, just kidding. Fun little ship. Indeed it is. It's got all kinds of action figures loaded up. You know, a couple little things I didn't like about it, like the not having the side windows. You know, seeing as there might have been tooling for electronics, I think the improvement could have been made in creating some kind of storage hatch, as I mentioned in the nitty gritty. But great ship overall. You know, you can grab one now on eBay. I'm sure a lot more of them will be showing up, seeing as the 2-pack value things are out there. People are going to be hacking them in half and getting whatever they can. I was seeing boxed U.S. versions of this going of upwards of $300 before I purchased this, so that's why I was a little overly anxious. You know, you should always wait this time of year, troops, and see what the retail chains provide to you, because a lot of times, you know, places are opening up for the holidays and they're getting their holiday inventory, and then stuff like this shows up that took over a year to get here. So, you know, thanks again, Hasbro. Hey, a couple little quick thanks and mentions. Our friends at Jedi Temple Archives, you helped out with some reference and letting us know this came in Season 2, Episode 12, the Mandalore plot, so that was where this thing made a brief appearance. Our friends at Yakface and Bantha Skull for you know, just making us aware that this thing, you know, that I think Bantha Skull let us know about the 2-packs, and actually it was JTA that let us know the Mando transport was involved. So again, thanks to all you guys. Anybody else we forgot to mention, obviously you weren't that important. So until next time, troopers, I'm Darth Spice. You're still so very glad you're not. United we find. We're out of here.
The force is strong with sandtroopers.com. Indeed.